Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video from the Palestinian school in Qatar. Wa Ramadan Mubarak. Unit 13 and our title is When Islam Came to Spain. Please open your books page 67 period 4. This is our page. Today inshallah we will take a vocabulary lesson. So let's start our lesson.
Architecture. Disease. Land. Medical. Operation. Rich. Set up. Work out. Al-Andalus. Alhambra. Baghdad. Cordoba. Granada.
Now let's talk about each word individually. The first word, the art or practice of designing and constructing buildings. What do you think? What can you see in the picture? It's the National Museum in Qatar. What do you think? This art is architecture. Well done. Architecture. The art or practice of designing and constructing buildings. The second picture. A disorder of structure or with specific symptoms, and it is not simply a direct result of physical injury. What do you think? It's a disease. A disease. An area of ground, especially in terms of its ownership or use. What do you think? Land. Very good. Land. Relating to the science or practice of medicine. Medical. Medical. Very good. An act of surgery performed on a patient. A surgery. Operation. Excellent. Operation. Having a great deal of money or assets. Wealthy. What do you think? Rich. Rich. Okay, to establish a business, institution, or other organizations. What do you think? Set up. Very good. Set up. Find the answer to something. To find the answer. Work out. Well done. By the way, it has lots of meanings, but here, work out means find the answer to something. Okay, the former Islamic states based in modern Portugal and Spain. It's Al-Andalus. Excellent. Alhambra. A palace and fortress complex located in Granada, Al-Andalus, Spain. Baghdad, the capital of Iraq and one of the largest cities in the Arab world. Cordoba, this amazing city, which was the capital of Islamic country in Al-Andalus, a major city in southern Spain and formerly the imperial capital of the Islamic Spain. It's Cordoba. Granada, Granada, in which Alhambra Palace located, a city in southern Spain's Al-Andalus region. It's also one of the most important cities in Al-Andalus, Granada and Cordoba. Activity number 2, listen. Add new words from activity 1. Make any changes needed. Hold your pencil, please. Try to fill the gaps with the cassette. Try to listen and write at least the initial letters in each word.
Period 4. Activity 2 and Activity 3. 1.
I hear that Munir has made a lot of money recently.
Yes, he's a rich man now. 2.
What are you going to do when you leave school?
I want to study architecture and learn how to design beautiful buildings.
3.
In the past, different diseases killed millions of people every year. Yes, but things have got better. Doctors have worked out how to save many more people than before.
4.
My dad says your granddad has gone into hospital for an operation.
Yes, he has several medical problems, but the doctors say he'll be fine.
5.
I hear you're going to set up a new farm. Yes, I've bought some land near the river, and I'm going to start soon.
So, have you finished? Did you fill all the spaces correctly? Hope that. Let's start with the first one. 1. I hear that Munir has made a lot of money recently. Yes, he's a rich man now. 2. What are you going to do when you leave school? I want to study architecture and learn how to design beautiful buildings. 3. In the past, different diseases killed millions of people every year. Yes, but things have got better. Doctors have worked out how to save many more people than before. 4. My dad says your granddad has gone into hospital for an operation. Yes, he has several medical problems, but the doctors say he'll be fine. And the last one, I hear you're going to set up a new farm. Yes, I bought some land near the river and I'm going to start soon. Hope you answered all of them correctly without any mistakes. Check your answer, please, so we can move to the next activity. Activity number 4, listen and do the tasks. We skipped activity number 3, so let's move to activity number 4. First, copy the table, then listen and go on with notes for Mike. You have to listen and go on with notes. With your pencil, please write down the notes and fill the table correctly.
Period 4. Activity 4.
Thanks for the date, Sammy. 7-11. There, I've made a note of that now. No problem. Listen, could I borrow your book for a day or two? It may be very useful. Yes. But first, let's check that it has the right information for you. What kinds of things are you going to write about? Well, I need to start with the history. Does your book have much about that? Yes. Lots. Good, because I think I should say something about the most important dates. That sounds good. So first, history, for example. The most important dates. And what else do you want to write about? Well, next, I think I need to write about farming. Okay, the book has something on that. And you're right, the Muslims brought new crops, like lemons. Right, so I should say something about their new crops, for example. Just a moment. Farming. For example, their new crops. What else do you want to write about? Their architecture, I think. Well, there's lots on that, too, with some photos of mosques and palaces. Good. So, area number 3 is architecture. For example, they're mosques and palaces. And science and medicine were very important too, weren't they? Yes, I should write about medicine. They worked out new medical operations that saved people's lives. Right, so medicine. For example, their new medical operations. Well, that should be enough. If you do any more, your project will become a book.
So, let's try to see the answers. History, the most important. Dates. What about the second part? Farming. Excellent. What is the example here? New crops. Excellent, like lemon and so on. Architecture, the third part. For examples, mosques and palaces. Excellent. Mosques and palaces are the examples of architecture. And the last part, science and medicine. The example is new medical operations. Check your answer, please. This was our lesson. Don't forget to write down the new vocabulary in your copybook and copy them. This is Mr. Abdullah Shurab from the Palestine School. Hope you enjoy the lesson. Thank you for your attending. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.